Heyo! Hey OmniDogs and OmniKittens. OmniDog here with my review of Hickvengers 2. And I put it in quotes because it's going to be tough to review this book, just like it was tough to review Hickvengers 1. Just because there's so many things going on in it and it's so high concept. But the good news is this book is a little easier to understand than book one. There's not as much going on. It's a little more linear, but there is one thing you need to be warned about. About a third of the way through the book, there's a huge time jump. And it says 8 months later. Don't miss this part, because if you skip over that part that says 8 months later, you'll be doomed. You won't even understand what's going on. All of a sudden, Reed Richards goes from having a red suit to a blue suit and a beard. He's underground hiding. Susan, his wife, is working for S.H.I.E.L.D., who's out hunting for him. Somehow, this isn't explained. This must have happened in another book. Captain America gets really old and is hunting down whatever Illuminati still remains, like the Beast and Reed Richards and whoever's working with Reed Richards to try and solve the problem. There's a whole thing. Amadeus Cho, Captain Britain shows up. Where I don't even know. I mean, great. He's great in it, but he wasn't in there before. And he shows up. Amadeus Cho shows up. Tony Stark is in a prison for some reason because Steve Rogers doesn't dig him, so he's got him imprisoned. So you gotta just kind of go with it. You just gotta say, okay, 8 months later, this happens. And Reed Richards has a beard and a blue suit. He's hunted down by S.H.I.E.L.D., who has Captain America, old Captain America, at the reins, and mayhem ensues. The art is excellent, as usual, throughout the book. You've got Dr. Doom in there. You've got the Molecule Man in there, whom I've had no experience with before. Those of you out there who are longtime Marvel readers probably know exactly who Molecule Man is. Not this guy. That's cool, though. I went with him. He's well written. Very interesting character. I dug him a lot. So Captain Britain, Beast, T'Challa. You've got, then you've got all these other, here's a huge battle page when S.H.I.E.L.D. tries to come down on Reed's gang. So for those of you who like fights, here's a big fight. But of course, it's more trying to solve the problem of the incursions. And I don't want to give too much away about the incursions and what ultimately happens at the end of the book, because it's a pretty cool twist that I never actually saw coming. What the final incursion is. I didn't see it coming, and maybe those of you who are smarter than I am in Marvel Comics would have seen it coming. I did not. Excuse me. There is an issue of just overall comprehension of what is going on in Hickvengers 2. What's Dr. Doom up to with Molecule Man? What's going on with Steve and Tony? Where are we with Sue being on S.H.I.E.L.D.'s team? You know, well, that gets solved in the book, Sue on S.H.I.E.L.D.'s team. But the whole thing makes sense after you read this, Secret Wars. Don't stop once you're done with Hickvengers 2. Go right to Secret Wars, because it explains everything in Hickvengers 2. This is an extremely well-written book, way more linear. I don't even know if I want to show you any pictures from it, because it would give away major parts of it. Here, this doesn't give away anything. This just shows you the art. I don't want to give away this book because it's a wonderful story, really well told, but it explains everything. that happened in Hickvengers 2. It explains everything as far as the existence of the Black Swan. It explains everything in the makers and the destroyers and everything, and how the universes started to collapse. It's all in here. This is a very fun book. This is very straightforward. As I said, linear. It explains everything. It's exciting. It's fun. It's got, of course, at the end of this is where I will tell you, everybody knows, this is where the Fantastic Four, the family of Sue and Reed, kind of get lost. Johnny and Ben make it back to Earth, but Sue and Reed and their family and the Future Foundation, where are they? Well, Fantastic Four, the new issue of Fantastic Four 1 just came out. Gives you a little tease that they're going to show up again. But you're left at the end of Secret Wars with the Fantastic Four split up and Sue and Reed gone. So I can see why, and they've been gone for a while because this book's old. This book's a couple years old at least. Here's some more art that doesn't give anything away. It just shows you a nice, cool battle scene. But the central conceit of this book is really well executed. It surprised the heck out of me, and I highly, highly recommend it. I highly recommend you read it right after Hickvengers 2. So, Hickvengers 2 and Secret Wars, big Hickman books, big like this, big ideas, and it's where the Marvel Universe dies, and then I believe we launch into Battle Worlds, 40 trade paperbacks or whatever. I'm not reading all those. I will pick and choose what I want to read. Those of you out there who already know what happened can probably tell me what ones I should read. I've been told I should read Thor's. So the fact is, Secret Wars wraps everything up nicely, but there's an extra bonus courtesy of Gabriel Alicia, who hipped me to the fact that there's Avengers World. 4 trades. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one is written by Hickman and Spencer, then Spencer and Ewing, then Spencer and Barbieri, and then Barbieri and Humphreys. These are excellent books. They are really fun, really informative, and you read them after you read Hickvengers Omnis 1 and 2. These flesh out the stories. You won't understand them until you've read Hickvengers 1 and 2. Then pick up Avengers World 1, 2, 3, 4 for more fun, because these do a great job of filling out the story and tell you what's going on and just kind of giving you some more color to the story, so to speak. Here's some art from Avengers World 1. So total props to Gabriel for cluing me in to how great Avengers World is. You get the introduction of a Euro Avengers type thing, a Chinese Avengers type thing, massive crises, of course, going on in the Earth while other heroes are away. There are 3 or 4 crises. Let me figure this out. I think there's 3 major crises that get wrapped up and solved in Avengers World. I highly recommend you get these books. They are an excellent complement to Hickvengers 1 and 2. And that's pretty much it. Go out, attack Hickvengers 1 and 2, read Secret Wars, then read Avengers World, then get back to me, because I think you're going to enjoy it. Really deep, solid writing, beautiful artwork. As usual, Hickman doesn't just push the envelope with his ideas, he destroys the envelope. There's no stamp even on the envelope. I don't know where he's sending it. It's amazing. So, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for those of you who subscribe, Those of you who don't subscribe, please subscribe. Please hit the like button. And I always answer comments, so let me know what you think. Thanks very much, and thanks for watching OmniDog's Vault without root beer, because sadly, I don't have any right now. So this is a root beerless review. Peace and love.